I don't even think this is possible to do in our limited abilities in painting.
Yeah, this is pretty helpful.
Well, welcome kids to my OnlyFans. We have a ring light. We're at Dalton's house. This is a solid production going on. There's the director of my OnlyFans content.
It's kind of mid, but
So stay tuned for some clothes coming off. But today we're going to talk about my helmet. So I have a very boring helmet, and it's seen better days. It's actually, I think it's 2010, so it's up essentially this year. But it's a basic black Simpson Bandit. Not the most fancy. I put like stickers on there a couple years ago because I thought it was cool. And my thought is, Dalton and I have been getting really into F1 recently, so I'm going to try to paint my helmet and make it cool. Dalton's been working on a handful of designs, and we think they work with the vibe of me and the race car. So speaking of the race car vibes, we've been tossing around the idea of no more gold stripes and actually starting a different livery and going down a different direction with it. So we worked with a couple of our friends. We have Dalton, obviously. We have my buddy Rob Wilkerson. He's up in Chicago, I believe. And Rob took these two pictures. Picture one, picture two. At Grid Life of the FC coming down the S's at Road Atlanta. Super dope pictures, really rad. Loved them. One's hanging on my wall. But Rob has been, I don't know if he's been designing liveries or if he's kind of just getting into it and dabbling in it, but I hit him up and we threw some ideas around and we came up with what I think is going to be a solid winner. I think a lot of you guys are going to like, but we basically now we need the helmet to look as cool as the car, I guess. So without really saying what the car is going to look like, we've mocked up, well, Dalton mocked up a few, I don't know, eight designs?
Yep.
We have 8 helmet designs that Dalton mocked up, and we'll kind of put them everywhere. And we're going to attempt to just paint a helmet ourselves. I have no idea how to paint a helmet. Don't really know what's involved. Watched a couple YouTube videos, so that basically means I'm professional now. And we're just going to kind of wing it and see what happens. So this whole little video series is basically going to document me taking this really terrible helmet and making it into kind of hopefully resemblance of the picture that is on the screen. Will it work? I don't know. Worst case scenario, it turns out terribly. We sand it all down. Try again. If that doesn't work, I need a new helmet next year anyways, so that means I'm buying a helmet a year early. So, not really the end of the world. It's just kind of, this thing's been good to me for 10 years and we got to replace it. So, I want to attempt to paint this helmet instead of buying a new one and then ruining the new one because I found out I am not a professional and YouTube does not teach you anything. So, that's kind of the thought. So, this helmet has seen better days. We got a new visor recently. This is it's like a mirrored visor that is incredibly just scratched up and the tint's kind of gone. It looks really bad on the inside. You can't really see out of it. Not the safest thing. So we have that. I bought a new visor. We're getting rid of this one. I got an iridium shield from Simpson, which is going to be pretty rad. So it'll be basically just mirror blue, essentially what the Stig has at Top Gear. We're going to start pulling like this big sticker off. We'll take this GoPro mount off, and then we're going to kind of see how that process goes. I want to attempt to save my little like SECA tech stickers from back in the day and like my Jzilla sticker. I'd like to save those just because they're memories and they're cool. I want to like hang this thing on my wall when I retire it officially, and I can say this was my helmet from 2010 to 2020. and I think that'd be cool to see back in whatever 20 years and remember all the cool times in this dead YouTube channel that I had. So there's that. But I'll go ahead and put, I'll get my phone and I'm going to throw these on the screen. But I need to look at these to talk about them. Should we go through all the designs?
Yeah, we can start with number 1.
All right. So we have Dalton now.
What it?
So we have.
All right. So basically, all of these helmets are just going to be teasers for the livery. Basically, I mean, there's no way around it. If we're showing the helmet, you kind of get a taste of what's going on. We're basically just trying to be more cohesive as a brand in general. So basically, what we've done is we've taken some Memphis styling from the 80s, 90s, and we've applied it to the helmet. The first one's a little over the top. It's like super aggressive. It's the what you think of whenever you think of the Memphis design, which is just like a style that uses like these shapes and colors and stuff.
I feel like we could say Saved by the Bell.
Yeah, Saved by the Bell uses that stuff. I mean, pretty much everything from the 90s,
Also, I really like, I never really noticed the licks that we did on the front of that. That's kind of cool.
Oh yeah, I was thinking, the problem was I only had this one angle.
Yeah.
But yeah, we could do it in different places, either up at the top right there or at the mouthpiece.
Maybe up there. But
yeah.
So that's the first design. One thing you're going to notice in all these designs, this thing is going to be white. So that's going to be fun. Not really sure how we're going to achieve that yet, but stay tuned. We'll learn. The next design is a bald design, as Dalton named it.
Gotta name it bald. I mean, we're just trying to stay on brand here. I think he needs to get like some kind of wax sponsor and just really get that thing glowing at all the events. And then whenever he puts his helmet on, it's already white. It's going to look almost identical. You can't even tell he's wearing a helmet. Aside from these 6 stripes that I just have crying out of his face mask.
Speed.
Yeah, it's for the speed. I really like this design. It's probably one of my favorites just because it's so simple. Like, I love a clean helmet. If I were to be racing, I would just have a black helmet, period. I think his helmet's sick. So adding some flair to a white helmet, I think this is the way to go. Just something clean, simple, matches the livery somewhat. And yeah, I like this one.
All right, option 3.
Basically the same thing. It's got a little more detail. I've thrown this like little, swooshy pattern at the bottom.
It's like the cups.
Yeah, kind of like the
cups
90s
from
from Taco Bell.
Yeah, the gas stations, the Taco Bell and stuff.
Yeah, so I mean, it just adds like another dynamic to the helmet. I think again, this is super clean. I moved the licks into the pink just to give it more of a presence and a purpose in the design instead of just having it on the visor. Yeah, this is probably my favorite out of all of them.
I agree. I like this one a lot. Then we have the Retro Tiger, which I'll just go ahead and say, I don't even think this is possible to do in our limited abilities in painting.
Yeah, this is pretty hopeful. I was thinking we start with some pink and then just mask off all the areas you want pink and then spray the black and the green, whatever. This just won't work, but it was an idea.
It's really dope. It's a very dope idea. It's just, I don't like painting my car, so I don't know how painting the helmet's gonna go. We're also gonna be doing this in a parking lot, so.
True.
Next option is Bald 2, which Bald 2 is pretty dope.
Yeah, this is super simple. It just takes 2 colors that will be featured on the car. The Midori green, you got some pink flare going on there. Super simple. I mean, all of these, I kind of kept a similar theme, so can't say too much about it.
I'm a big pink fan. If you guys haven't seen in my track outfits. Jungle, this one's pretty rad, very easy.
Yeah, so basically this one, what we did is we took a specific element from the Memphis design. Like you see these squiggles everywhere, and basically just took them, multiplied it, used it as a pattern, and yeah, I thought it looked kind of vibey.
Then we have Jungle 2.
Threw some more color in there. I like this one a lot more than just the pink personally, but
there needs all the colors.
Yeah.
Then we have Licks pattern.
At this point, I just got tired of doing these things, to be honest with you, and I was like, well, we wanted to see the licks, so we're just going to throw it everywhere.
All the colors. And then that's it.
Yeah.
This is a F1 meme that I can share with you guys. It's Gunther Steiner. Oh.
Can't read that out loud.
Can't read that out loud.
So yeah, I mean, basically all of these designs, very similar theme. Like I said, it's just a teaser for what's coming for the James Wood Racing brand. I'm super excited about it just to see how it all comes together once we actually get our shit together and, you know, you can see it all as one big thing.
One day we'll have our shit together.
But also, I need everybody to understand what it's like working with James on any fucking project.
It's fucking great.
It's like,
it's mint.
You have things going on in your life. James should, but somehow he's just always got time to hound you for something. So I'm like sitting on my couch or like doing work or whatever, and he's like, hey man, I designed these helmets, and he sends them to you, and it's like, why are you wasting your time designing when you know I can do this for you? But he doesn't bring it up with like enough lead time for you to like get designs ready. So it's just like, hey, have you designed that helmet? And it's like, you just told me about this 30 minutes ago. So we basically just threw those together like last night in like an hour and a half, and yeah.
What can I say? I'm a race car driver and I go fast and everything.
Dog. Slow
Do
down
what you will with that information.
We don't have to slow that down for sure.
So I think the plan for probably the rest of this video maybe is I'm just going to start working on kind of masking this. We'll time lapse or something, but I'm just going to take some stickers off, probably just pull some things off and just work on getting it ready to paint white. So my thought process to paint this white is to just start scuffing the shit out of it, which is kind of scuffed already, but scuff it with like a Scotch-Brite pad or some sort of sandpaper, and then mask it off and spray it white. And then I think or I don't know how we're going to spray it. We don't really know how we're going to spray this yet. You know it's going to be rattle cans in my parking lot. And I don't know how it's going to turn out, but I'm really hoping it'll be cool. Go ahead and drop your guys' opinions on all these designs. We'd love to hear y'all's thoughts. Dalton and I have our top two that we've chosen. What would you say top two is bald and speed stripes or bald 2 and speed stripes?
I'm saying speed stripes number 1, and it's a tall. I'd probably say bald number 2. Yeah, bald.
I'm in the same boat as speed stripes, and bald 2 are definitely my favorites. Yeah, go ahead and you guys comment what you guys like the most. If you guys enjoy these designs, let me know what you think the livery is going to be. Little updates. I don't even know when. No, I don't want to talk about that. It's about the engine, but I don't want to talk about the engine. So yeah, that is kind of the plan. So I'm going to get my fancy little X-Acto knife here that I'm probably going to cut myself with. But I'm just going to start pulling off stickers, and we'll time lapse this, and we'll kind of go from there. Still higher. What's up, guys? Welcome to day 2, or technically day 3 of the helmet custom painting situation. So yesterday I was trying to beat a rainstorm, so I finished breaking down the helmet and then just primed it. I didn't show you guys that because, as I said, I was trying to fight a rainstorm and I wanted to get this primer on. So not super fun watch me wet sand a helmet and prime it, but got that done. Today I want to wet sand it and then hopefully lay down some color. So yesterday I did 3 coats of like the 2K high build primer that we use on like the race car and stuff. I don't know if that's what you should be using to paint helmets, but we did it. Now we're gonna spend some time sanding with some 600 grit. We're gonna wet sand it. We're gonna kind of see what happens. So the whole kind of deal, the whole goal is I want the helmet to be smooth so that it'll take the color nice. So let's get sanding. So I got a lot of this sanded. It's relatively smooth. I'm gonna go wipe it off upstairs, kind of see where we're at. I gotta clean my hands, and then we'll see if we can just re-tape this bad boy, or if we have to continue sanding. So let's go check. All right, so our helmet is all sanded and smooth. Wiped it down with some Smart Final Wipe, and I guess now we can spray paint white. So I think as far as paint, we're just gonna use good old Rust-Oleum. White's nice. They have a bunch of other colors that'll work too, so we're just gonna do a true rattle can job and see what happens. All right, boys, we have a white helmet. So we got all our coats done on the helmet here. I think I did like 3 or 4 light coats, and I did 1 really wet, heavy coat. And now we're essentially letting it dry. And once it's dry and cured in a few days, might do some light sanding, see if there's any texture. And then we'll start. We got to pick the design, and then we got to cut out the stickers. Before that's about it for this video. So give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Comment if you think I'll be able to properly paint a helmet, and I don't even know. We'll try. But yeah, that's about it for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and we will catch y'all later. Bye, y'all.